Hey, Flannel Guy here again, and today I'm going to teach you how to save money by refurbishing a barbecue grill like this all by yourself. If you find this helpful, please hit that subscribe and bell notification icon. So let's assess the situation here. We have a Members Mark grill from Sam's Club. It was roughly $500 new. The reason why I liked it was because it had 3 burners plus an infrared in the back to add to that heat. And one of the great things about this grill was the ability to convert it to natural gas, which I did do. This thing cranks. It goes up to 700 degrees, sometimes 750, and that's partly probably why I need to replace some of the parts, because of the intense heat inside. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, the thermometer went out, and I'm going to replace this as well. So let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, so the first thing is the grates. Now you'll notice down here it's starting to split in a few spots here and a little bit in the back. Obviously not a good thing. You know, it's not good that your food touches this, so the grates are being replaced. The bun warmer, I use this a lot. I put some foods up here that I want indirect heat on. Hot dogs come up here, things that I like to warm. I don't just use them for buns. The diffusers, the burners, and there's a lot of crap on the bottom. We're gonna clean this all out. This is something you should really do as far as cleaning it out at least once per season anyway. We're gonna do that now. Before I start cleaning the grill, I just want to show you what we're able to do here. So I've got essentially a pile of parts. We've got the bun warmer, we've got the 2 grates, we have the burners, the diffusers, and the ignitors. Okay, so when I bought the grill, the grill, like I said, cost about $500, and they had a 3-year protection plan for $28. I chose it, knowing that in about 3 years I'd probably be at this point where I needed to replace everything. So I called their warranty department, and they sent me all of this for free. Okay. Well, not really for free. I paid $28 or $29 for it 3 years ago, but just to give you an idea, just one grate would have cost $28 if I bought it new. Now, if you don't have a protection plan, this is still a good deal. I mean, right? So two grates for $28 each. This would have been $15. Each of the burners, surprisingly, would have only been $4 each. These would have been $3 each. One of these was around $1.50, and one of them was $2. I don't understand why they were different prices. They look the same, but the most expensive these things were $3. So even if you added it all up, and let's say it came to $100, it's still better than having to buy a brand new barbecue grill. So I would look into seeing if you could replace the parts yourself, even if you don't have a warranty. Okay, so now let's look down in here. Look at all this crap. I gotta clean all that out, and before I remove the old burners, I'm gonna need to take off the old igniters, or at least remove the wires from below. So I realize there's not a lot of light under here, but what I'm gonna do is remove the burners from the igniter connection back here, and just trace it back to the burners and replace the wires, plug in the new ones here. I've disconnected the wires from the control panel. Now I can pull the burners out. Each one of them just has a little clip. Now let's get these burners out. Now I want to clean up everything in here. I'm going to use this garden shovel and a paint scraper. I think you saw me push some of that stuff into the drip tray and dump the rest of this. So what we want to do now is get these burners back, but I definitely want to get the igniters on here first. Makes it easier to to screw it on here out here versus after you've got it installed. So I figured out why each of these igniters cost a little bit different, because they've got different length wires to, for each of the burners. The one that's closest to the control panel gets the shorter wire, and etc. So that's why one was $1.50 and the other one was $3. So each of these igniters takes 2 screws. They only supplied me with 1 new one, so I had to steal 3 from the old igniters and burner combination. Okay, there's one, and I'm going to snake the wire in and install the burner. And before I put the pin in, I want to make sure that they're all seated properly and that the wires are snaked through properly as well. Okay, now we're just going to install the other 2. So it's all plugged back in. I did it off camera because it's kind of dark back there. And now I'm just putting a little zip tie to keep the wires all together. And while I'm here, I'm going to replace the battery. Whether it's been a while, I don't even know when I've replaced this last, so I'm just going to do it. Okay, so let's test it out. Yep, rear burner's also working. That one's going too, so here we go. Very good. So now I can get the pins back in here. I'm going to do that. You know, if you lose these pins, you could probably find other ones to use. I don't think it's critical that you use ones that come with the barbecue grill. Just get stainless. And ones that can withstand 750 freaking degrees. So now I'm replacing these little diffusers. Just drop right in. Now we've got the grates. So I've made a little decision here that since this bun warming rack has a little life left in it, just a little bit, I'm gonna leave it. And maybe after this season, I'll put the new one on. Okay, then the last thing I want to do, well, second to last, I want to replace this right now. These things are universal. You do not have to buy the one from your grill manufacturer. And again, I had to get one that will go to at least 700 degrees. So now we're going to clean this up. Just take a few minutes to kind of bring the shine back to the stainless steel and get it all clean. And I'm using this Barkeeper's Friend product called Soft Cleanser. It says here it's also for stainless steel. I've used it on this grill before. It works well. And we just have to apply it to a wet surface. And if you use a sponge, a wet sponge. We're going to do that now. And when you clean stainless steel, you want to go in the direction that the grain goes. You know, stainless steel does have a grain to it, like wood. And you want to identify it usually left to right, not up and down, and just follow that. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, we basically have a brand new grill here, except for the bun warmer, which I've got. We can add that later. And all cleaned up, basically brand new. New grates, new diffusers, new burners, new igniters, a new thermometer, temperature gauge. This is great because it didn't cost me anything, and now I've extended the life of this grill for at least another 3 years. And even if I didn't have the warranty, like I said, you'd be able to buy the parts for much less than what you have to pay for a new grill. So hopefully this video helped you and gave you an idea about refurbishing your grill without replacing it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe and like buttons, and tune in next time. Thanks. Have a great day.